What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It is a beautiful fall day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, the one I have today is called Escanaba Black Beer, and this is from Upperpeninsula Brewing Company, and they're out of Escanaba, Michigan. I think it said they also brew out of Comstock as well. So if you're unfamiliar with the geography of Michigan, this city is actually in the Upper Peninsula. So if you're familiar with U.S. geography, you kind of have Michigan here. It's like a catcher's mitt. You have Wisconsin's over here. And then at the top you have the Upper Peninsula, which is, I guess, connected via land to Michigan. And I guess you have a bridge you go over in the northern part of Michigan to get to the Upper Peninsula. It's kind of funny. I actually saw a meme the other day, and it showed you the UP up there, and it said, the Upper Peninsula tells me everything I need to know about those cowards in Wisconsin because they didn't take it over, right? I thought it was kind of humorous. But the UP is its own kind of creature. It's actually really far. Like, I was just looking at it on the Google Maps to see how far it was. It's like hours and hours from here. And actually, it was like an hour and 15-minute flight from here, which is kind of nuts. And again, I'm in Northwest Ohio. I'm probably an hour via car, hour and change, maybe hour and a half from the Michigan border, so not that far. So the Upper Peninsula is really far up north, and that's where this brewery is. I've never been up there. I've heard it's absolutely beautiful. Anyone who's ever been there says you gotta go. So at one point I gotta make a trip up there. And it's kind of neat up at the top of the can around this rim. They have the coordinates. So it says 42.2844 degrees north, 85.4539 west. So I guess if you put those coordinates in, it'll land you at Escanaba. Now, I looked at it, and it looks like it's on Lake Michigan, so I guess it's a coastal area on the Upper Peninsula, but it looked like a really neat little spot. So, cool, and I'm happy to be able to find this. So, like I said, this came in a mixed 4-pack. It was 2 IPAs, this black beer, and then they had one called Deer Camp that was just like kind of like an amber, I guess like an amber lager or something that you would drink while you're in the, the hunting camp, chilling, getting ready to hunt some deer. So, cool find. Now, I don't know about you guys, but black lagers, black ales, I love them. You don't see enough of them. I wish I saw a little more representation of the style. So the second I saw there was a black beer in there, I jumped all over it. Now, this says that it's black beer and a dark ale. I'm kind of interested to see what it actually tastes like. I'm guessing it's just going to be like a black lager, even though it says black ale. Black lagers are usually more common. 4.5% ABV, so seems sessionable. Does very well on the socials, 3.67 on Untappd with almost 9,000 check-ins. And Beer Advocate, 3.77, 85, very good overall. 85, very good. That's a decent score. So, look at it here. I'll give it a sniff first. The nose isn't too crazy. It's kind of like light roasty malt, maybe a slight coffee hit, and that's kind of it. But it's not like a really big, robust nose, which is, I don't know, good or bad, depending on how you view it. Color, that's pretty black, man. Again, I'll play the game with, is it super brown or black? I'm just going to say black. If I break out my Brew HQ chart, between 1 and 40, that's near 40. I can't see through this at all. It's absolutely dark as the heart of darkness, right? You can't see through this. The head, I got about 2 fingers. It's kind of like a khaki color to it, and it's breaking up kind of like what they do with oatmeal stouts, where you get those like islands and things. But it looks pretty decent. Yeah, it's all right. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Body much lighter than I thought it was going to be. I honestly think this is light bodied. I won't even say medium. This is light bodied, which kind of threw me off. Usually when you see dark, I expect something more robust and heavier. Now, this is the weird part. This is lighter bodied, but it doesn't distract. Flavors, not overwhelming again. What do you get? Light roastiness, maybe a slight bit of coffee, slight bit of a malt presence at the back end. That's kind of it. I mean, it's not... I'm trying to think, is there anything I'm missing here? 4.5, so obviously very sessionable. Probably why you have that lighter body, and it tastes like maybe not as robust or as strong as many might think you'd get. I think when you see a dark beer like that in the glass, again, if you're not a dark beer drinker, a lot of people think like, oh, this looks menacing. This is perfect for those that might be new to darker beers. If you're not really ready for maybe like heavier stouts, you don't like those big dessert stouts or imperial stouts, this is a perfect bridging beer or crossover beer because you get those nice roasty flavors. You get a little bit of coffee. I usually prefer more chocolate than coffee because I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm a tea guy, so coffee taste is not something I love. But you get light coffee, light roasty malt, little bit of bitterness, not too bitter. Let's see. No, I didn't see IBUs. Let me see if they're on the can. I don't think I saw the IBUs anywhere on this one. But it's not very bitter. And I think, again, if you're interested in trying darker beers, you want to get away from the Miller Lights and Coors Lights and things and try something else, this would be a perfect beer to get into dark beers because you have some of the positive qualities and you get those roasty flavors. You get a little more robust maltiness to it. But it's not big flavors that immediately put you off if you're just making that crossover. Now, since they did that deer camp beer, I could view this in that same vein. Like this is something for, you're out, I don't want to say drinking while hunting, never a good idea, but you're out in the woods hanging out with your buddies. You want to make it through the day, have a few beers and still have some fun. This would fit the bill. It's kind of like a nice alternative to maybe an amber lager or something else that you drink, but is kind of similar if you go by like ABV and body and things. So for me, this is a pretty interesting beer and I'm thrilled to be able to try it. Like I said, I enjoy, this to me tastes like a black lager. I know it says it's an ale, but to me this just tastes like a black lager. Very sessionable, very palatable, delicious. I like it. So Escanaba black beer, thumbs up. I would drink quite a few of these given the opportunity. I think in the mixed 12 pack I got, it was this, like I said, the amber ale. There was a double IPA, I think it was a pineapple double IPA, and then one other IPA. I don't remember what the other one was, but it was 4 of them in a 12 pack. You got 3 of each, which kudos to you guys. I absolutely love seeing people do mixed packs with something other than 4 IPAs. Mix it up a little bit. Give us some different styles, and Upper Hand did that. So, great beer. Thrilled to pick up that variety pack. I think it should have been $20, and I got it on sale at the Meijer for about $18. So, if I can get 12 beers for $18, haven't had any of them, and you have 4 different styles, that's a home run. That's a home run for me. So I'm thrilled that Upper Hand did this. Thrilled to be able to try it. Big thumbs up for the beer. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you tried Escanaba Black Beer? Are there any other ones from Upper Hand I should be looking for? It is, man. Hey, till next time. Cheers.